Hello everybody and welcome to another brand new episode here on Market Gardener and FS25. How are we all doing? Hope you're all having a fantastic day. We're not doing too bad down here on Market Garden. We are, as you can see, in the morning routine of just going around and collecting all of the boxes and all of our produce to sell, obviously, in our farmer shop. We are getting. Oh, hang on. What am I doing? We are getting quite close to outgrowing that farmer shop. Although I do quite like it at the minute. But we are getting very close to outgrowing it. I have to be honest. And I've still not decided, and hence the reason why I've not really done much about it. But I've still not really decided whether I'm just gonna buy the one down the road for like £1 million or something. So just sort of kind of give the game £1 million of my hard-earned cash, or whether to put my own in just here, which we can do. We've got a bit of land, just very quickly. We've got a bit of land just here that we need to be doing something with, because at the moment this is just money sitting here doing nothing. We're not earning anything from this bit of land, and we need to make our mind up. If we're not going to put a farm shop here, then we need to then sort of seriously consider putting greenhouses or just something in there. I mean, it could even be where our beehives go. That is a distinct possibility, because we could literally fill this square with beehives. So I guess that's somewhere where we could put it, because that would then free up this area here. So the farm expansion, I know, sort of one or two people are kind of going, well, you was going to do it and now you haven't. Still going to be done. The reason I haven't done it yet is because I can't actually put the grapevines down, because it's the wrong time of year. So I don't really see what difference that makes. Surely I can put them down, set them up. But it's just that I have to accept they won't grow until next year, which is fine. I've just put wheat in the ground. I accept that I won't be able to do anything with that wheat until next year, so I'm kind of okay with that. So I don't really know why I can't just lay the vines out and then just wait for the for the game to sort of say, yeah, you can now farm them, harvest them, spray them, do whatever you want to them. I'm not really sure why the game is restricting me in that way, but it is. So we have to wait, and that's the only reason why we haven't done the farm update or the farm upgrade, is just simply because I can't do anything about it at the moment. But the one thing I did think was we could put our grapevines and olive vines down there, and then we could build a farm shop on there, which would be a little bit more convenient, simply because at the moment we'd have nowhere if we built it in there for a car park, whereas out in that field we could obviously expand the field, or we can not only put the shop there, but we can also put the car park there as well. So options available, of course, as always. But yeah, as I say today, that every day I begin every day doing this. Most of the time I don't show it on camera, but we're a little bit short of work. We're a little bit short of work, and I just sort of thought, I don't know, like, you can come along for the ride just for today, I think. Although, having technically speaking, James, you didn't need to do that, son. But what we'll do is we will just nip round the corner and sell these, and then we can go over there with an empty trailer. We've outgrown this really now as well, this little buggy. So you'll remember way back in the beginning I was desperate to get hold of this to make it that I didn't have to carry each individual box, and then we kind of grew big enough and outgrew carrying every individual box, and we got to the point where it was like, well, okay, chickens are multiplying, and then it got to the case of the stage where it was like, okay, now we You know, we could buy this, and you know, it meant that we could take 4 at a time, and yeah, now we've got to the stage where it's like, okay, we've kind of outgrown this now. You know, now we need something a little bit bigger in terms of. I mean, I have got the truck, and I guess I could bring the truck down here because I have deliberately tried to make it wide enough so that you know, the lorry can get down here. But yeah, whether that's the way we sort of move forwards with the whole thing or not, I don't know. I think we're going to have to at some point. As I say, you know, we've got a lot of greenhouses now, and we're producing a lot of stuff. And there does come a point where, as I say, things just end up not being suitable anymore. So yes. If there's a really sort of kind of annoying deep humming noise in the background of me talking, it's the fans and processors on my PC. So at the moment, I've got I'm recording this video. Ooh, let's lock it on. I'm recording this video. I was going to take those 2 as well, but I don't think I'll bother. I'm recording this video, converting another 2 videos, and uploading a video as well. And my processor and my fan have just kind of gone, "What the hell are you doing? Can't cope with this." Do you realise how rubbish and difficult FS25 is to run? It's like, yes. But I need you to kind of get on with it. So yeah, that's why there might well be a little bit of an intense sort of kind of humming noise. It's not the microphone or anything like that. It's just my fans and processors are all kind of working flat out at the moment. I think it's very fair to say that the boost speed on my processor has kicked in. Both my fans are going, and yeah, it's it's humming away there, but it's okay. The video that I'm uploading has actually very nearly uploaded, to be fair to it, so we shouldn't be too much longer in. That isn't going to take any of them, is it? Is it? Let's just try. No, I didn't think so. So infuriating this is. Never mind. Here's what it is. We have to get on with it, don't you? So yeah, as I say, we're busy with these today. Let me see. We'll go that way. Blooming self, for goodness sake, pick it up. So you remember, well, you might remember from the last episode, I was drilling wheat and rolling. So I've got all that done. We've moved on 1 day. I haven't had a look in the shop yet, so we'll see what's occurring in there in a minute. As I say, desperate for a 250 horsepower tractor, just so that we can do our planting with on row crops, or certainly with the ability. It doesn't have to be. We don't have to buy it on the row crops, but it has to have the ability of having row crops fitted to it. So yeah, I'm sort of in the market for that, and I keep looking, but there's not been anything in there so far. But as I say, if there was to be one, that would be fantastic, because we do need it. We're unfortunately, a bit like everything, we've got to that point now where we've started to outgrow not only the farm shop, not only the farm in general, to be fair. Actually, I think we have reached that point where we are now starting to get a little bit too big for this area, you know, completely. And the tractors, as I say, that you know, we're kind of outgrowing them. The combine's fine. I didn't really want to go such a big combine anyway. It's just that in the end, that came upon in the sale, and it was cheaper than the old Massey Ferguson. The plan was originally to have the Massey Ferguson, because yeah, we just didn't need anything any bigger than that, really. But as I say, that came in the sale, and that was cheaper to buy in the sale than the Massey Ferguson was to buy new. So I just bought that one because it just at the time, you know, we needed to be saving pennies, and that, you know, was sort of an option for me to do because that was available. As I say, the Massey Ferguson's, I think, it's 121,000, and I think it's 140 something with the header and the trailer, and all told, that class was about 130,000, I think, all told. And when I say all told, I mean header, trailer, and the combine. So yeah, we saved a little bit of money on that, which was a good thing, obviously. Is that gonna? I don't know why they're not sitting on there no more. They used to sit on there, unless these pallets are actually bigger than the in-game ones. I don't know, but that used to sit on there fine. Anyway, we'll try our Jerry best. I think I said this in the Walter series over the weekend, that I am now playing on the new 5. Well, it was the 5.0 patch, or 150 or something. But anyway, I was playing on basically the latest patch. Since I'd sort of downloaded that, started playing, and it was like, wow. They virtually fixed the game. It's like, you know, it's only taken since November, but they have now virtually fixed the game. And then it automatically went to, say, 5.01. So it updated without me having to do anything this time. And the game is now broken again. So it's kind of like, you know, what they give us with one hand, they took away with the other. So when I say broken again, it's still running smoother than what it was. I will give it that. It's still running smoother than what it was. But when they fixed it, so not in this series, I haven't seen it. But in so what I always do is I always, on every game, like, you know, whether it's 22, 19, whatever, I always play a save, like, for myself, so if I get new mods, I can put them in there, see what happens, and if it breaks or if it does anything, you know, any sort of weird funny business, it affects my save and not the, you know, the series that I'm doing. So it's kind of like you know, I can sort of then, if it does break my save or whatever, obviously it just doesn't come into these saves and it can't do nothing to them. So hence the reason why I do it. And when I downloaded the patch, I obviously went onto that save first, and I sort of loaded it in, you know, played it for about a minute, come out, saved it, come out, and then reloaded it in, and then sort of that's play, because obviously the game does stutter when you first put a patch in, which is fine. That's always done that, and you know, Giants have said that there's nothing really they can do about that. That's just because your computer's got to, you know, reload all the shaders and cache. I don't really get it, but I understand that it's a reason, and that's just what you have to do. And quite frankly, you know, it's 2 minutes out of my day. I don't really mind. It doesn't really bother me. You know, so that's fine. So I reloaded it in, and it was like, oh yeah, you know, suddenly, you know, grass wasn't disappearing after I'd cut it and rode it and baling it, and it was suddenly like, you know, because like before the patch, it was like, what happened to all my grass, you know, and then I rode all this up, and now it's all disappeared. And then you'd like literally get on top of it, and it's like, oh no, it's okay, it's all back again. It's like nothing's happened, nothing to see here. So you know, it's kind of like that. Loaded in the patch, all that had gone away. So basically, all the grass was there all the time, and tractors could drive through the grass without it killing the tractors, as in killing the speed. because grass turned into bloody treacle or something. It honestly, it was virtually impossible with a smallish tractor to drive through cut grass. It just wouldn't do it. So yeah, as I say, that had gone away. The grass disappearing had gone away. The straw rows turning green when you look back across the field had gone away. It just looked like straw again. And I was thinking, yeah, finally, Jesus, it's taken long enough, but it seems that they fixed it. The game was smooth, what have you. Came away, as I say, loaded in the Walters series the next day. Looking forward to it actually, because I thought, well, I'll load it in. Again, I'll sort of just walk about and what have you for 5 minutes, and then I'll close it, reload it, and then I'll record my video. And that's what, I kind of sort of thought, I thought, yeah, that's what I'll do. So I did that and reloaded it in, but only on the reload it in. So it didn't do it on when I originally loaded it up, but after I'd sort of quit the game to reload it in, so that I got rid of the juddering and the sort of shakiness. It just went installing updates. The bar went across before I could do anything about it, and it was installed. And I was like, oh, do you know what? Now I've got to bloody load it in, walk around for 5 minutes, quit it, and then come out again. I was thinking, like, why? Hang on, I just need to see whether I've got any kimchi. Where's canning factory? There it is. Kimchi. I need to see whether I've got all the ingredients that I need. Right. Where does it say normally it gives you the recipe and what you've got, or am I just I'm being thick? It's okay. I'm being thick. It's fine. Right, flour. Why have we got flour up there? Oh, it's because I own the mill, probably. Anyway, right. We've got red beets, peas, carrots, and parsnips we should have. Yep. So red beets, we haven't got very much of them. No, that's because it was a small field. Peas? Why have I got peas? Peas. Pass on that, I don't know. But anyway, the kimchi is what I'm looking for. So I got chilies, I got enough of them, I got enough garlic, got enough spring onion. The only thing I need is cabbage down there, so that's fine. So we can load up the next greenhouse as well. Yeah, so anyway, as I say, then reloaded in the game. Oh no, cabbage needs to go down there, so come to chilies and reloaded in the game. Walked around, quit, reloaded in the game again, and suddenly all the grass now disappears. It is still smoother, but it's not as smooth as what it was. So that's now, sort of annoying. What have I done here? Oh, gotcha. So it's not running as smooth as again. As I say, the grass now, when you cut the grass, it now disappears again. The straw again does turn green on when you sort of look back at it, across the field. I haven't got any straw, to be fair, but again, I know this from my own save. And it's just kind of like, okay, fair enough. So yeah, that's where I'm at again. Well, like I say, I just sort of despair it. Don't drive too fast, James, otherwise we're going to roll this over, son. Just get to the farm shop, and hopefully, oh dear, we're not going very fast. I think we're weighing down the back wheels. I think the trailer's probably rubbing. Yeah, it's a rubbing. It's a little bit too back heavy, this. It's alright. Cool. Look at the deep black marks, rubber marks is putting down. There we go. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to a little bit of time lapse because I've got the cabbages and the garlic to do. So the garlic is going to the farm shop, the cabbages are going down to the yonder, to the canning factory, but I will use the lorry for that because this is just too blooming slow to take down there. So I'll take the lorry with the cabbages, and then I'll start bringing back that produce, and then we can have a little look at what we're going to crack on with. I think what we're going to crack on with today is doing some more horse hay. Sorry, I can't help saying it that way. That's the way we normally say it, but when I sort of said it the first time around, people on YouTube might not know what you're saying there. That's sort of our saying, not a general saying. So yeah, if I say hoss hay, I mean horse hay. It's just basically a country boy's lazy way of saying hoss. It just completely miss out the R and the E. Hoss. But yeah, so as I say, I'm going to switch over to a little bit of time lapse and we'll crack on. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye for now.
feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon, we lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass, we're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild. The moonlight, summer sky, it was the best we ever had. And we'll stay on forever, we'll never have regrets. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild.
There we go. that's got that finished. Thank goodness for that. I think there was about 109 bales there in the end. But anyway, we've got the task completed, so that's all good. And as I say, it's good to use that area just for a little bit of horse hay because I've said before, I'm trying to loosely base this on if I had if this was what I had in real life, as I've said, in the opening episode, I had a bit of a dream that one day I would be able to have something like this, sort of a market garden where you're growing from greenhouses and veg plots and stuff like that. I suppose one up from an allotment really, but have an allotment at the same time, because obviously where you can grow vegetables and that. But if I'd sort of had managed to achieved it in my life, and unfortunately I didn't quite, but had I have done, one of the things that I would have tried to have done was to get myself an older tractor and a mower and try and do sort of horse hay and stuff like that, and conventional bales, because certainly where I live, there's a heck of a lot of horse owners. And the first farm that I worked on, they did a lot of their hay for conventional bales, and sort of kind of sold it to all the stables that are around here, and it was good business for them, and so it'd be something that I would definitely be doing. If I had, I mean, the P Viner is tempting, but realistically, if I sort of, when I started to, because I thought, yeah, well, it's half price, well, over half price at the moment. I thought I'll get it, because we're going to be doing peas, we're going to be doing, sort of all of that kind of stuff, and so I thought, that's what I'll do, sort of thing. But then I thought, what realistically, was I ever going to be in a position where I'd be owning a P Viner? Probably not. So I think I will skip on that one. What I might try and do is I might try and find a garden plot mod or something like that where you can grow them in garden plots. We'll sort of go from there. Because as I say, the likelihood of me ever owning a P Viner is when I started to think about it was, it's zero, isn't it? It's just not going to happen. I changed my mind on that. But yeah, anyway, we'll get these sent back, and then we'll go and pick our grape trailer up, which we did, which we bought rather, not what we did, what we bought. And that will be in preparation for next year when we get our vines. And all told, it's looking very, very good actually. I did, because there is a grapeviner, there is a grape harvester in there, just there. But I did kind of shy away from that because it only does grapes. And if memory serves, we'll have a look now. If memory serves, yeah, there's one that does grapes and olives, so we'll do that one. We'll buy that one. Hopefully between now and harvest that will come available in the shop. That would be fantastic if it could. But yeah, so the P Viner I was tempted with, but no, we're not going to be getting it. However, this tractor I am very tempted with. Because as I say, I'm looking for about a 264, so it's just a little bit over the 250 mark. But I'm looking for a tractor with do we do narrow tire? Yeah. So that's what I'm looking for, and for 140 grand, that would do the job quite nicely, because again, sort of kind of doing it the way that I was hoping to do it in real life, the chances of me owning something this big would be slim. However, in real life, um, the availability and the variety of different things that would have been open to me to be able to complete tasks and not need tractors this size would also be we are going to buy that would also be sort of much wider and much more vast, whereas the game kind of demands that you progress in this way. So as I say, we've bought that now. It's basically just to pull our ridger, because we've got a 6 meter ridger. I mean, it does mean that we can now, sort of go for a slightly bigger planter if we want, or there's ways in which we can sort of move now. But yeah, I just kind of needed it for my ridger. Obviously, we can operate the sprayer with it too. But not only that as well, we can also get, because we can keep swapping the wheels, we can also get slightly bigger equipment for it as well. So we can get a slightly bigger drill that will help quite a lot. So yeah, but overall, very pleased with how the episode's gone. As I say, I wanted to get that horse hay done. The grass will grow back in the meantime, and I think I sort of said this last time, but it didn't really occur to me until I started doing it again. It really isn't profitable doing horse hay. I think it costs us way more than what we ever earn from it. But I, I like to do it because I sort of think, in real life, I wouldn't leave grass like that. I would mow it, and I would, conventional bale it, as I said, and that's what I would do. We can sell it in our farm shop, which, obviously I would have been able to have done in real life. So therefore, that's kind of why I did it. But the fact that I think we're going to end up developing, that site, that field, that grass field, we're going to start doing stuff on there that, will kind of put an end to the horse hay, because it does cost us money. So it's just one of them really, where, as I say, for almost variety purposes, it's good to do, and I would have done it in real life. That would have been something that I would have been really into doing, and trying to find a local farmer that would allow me also to conventional bale, a 10, 15 acre field, because that would provide me with more than enough bales than I'd ever need in a year to sell again to sort of private pig owners and stables and stuff like that. So, but yeah, as I say, it's always good to do it. We could do this bit on the front here, but I just kind of didn't really see the point. And again, I didn't really remember until afterwards. When I was just driving down the road, I was thinking, well, I could have done this one. We're going to need another shed as well, because as I've said, we're slowly but surely starting to outgrow this farm. Now, that leaves me with a couple of options. One is we buy another area somewhere and build a whole new farm. Two is we keep this, and because we've got this field on the side, we can sort of expand. I'm kind of regretting putting that there. I've got to be honest. I wish I'd put that in that field. I am regretting putting that there, but it is what it is. We've done what we've done, and so we're just going to have to live with it. But there's no reason why in here we can't start to expand this field. I know it's a bit slopey and whatever else, and it's probably not going to build all that nice in here, but we will, we will try and develop it. But yeah, anyway, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I'd like to thank you ever so much for watching. I really do appreciate all the views that I get. And the reason why I say that, because, one or two people, again, locally to me, have sort of gone, I find you a little bit patronising when you say that. And I mean it with all sincerity. And the reason why I say it is because at the end of the day, I have to be honest, and you have a choice. Whether you watch me, whether you watch like loads of other people that are out there on YouTube, probably doing videos far better than what I'm doing them, and far more entertaining probably than what I'm doing them. I sort of do them my way, and and the way it is. And so the reason I say that is because out of all of the people on YouTube, you know, you've chosen, especially if you get to the end of every video as well, you know, you've chosen to watch me, and I really appreciate that, because I know that there is a huge amount of choice out there. You know, it's the same with, like, you know, I kind of similar sort of thing, and this is the way I try to explain it to a lad that I see in the village that watches my videos, and sort of said it. And I said, you know, at the end of the day, Volvo, when I bought my Volvo, were constantly sending me stuff, and I couldn't ever really get my head around it. So I went to the local dealer one day and I said to them, I said, why do you keep sending me stuff? You know, it'd be silly little things like, you know, free pens or this, that, and everything else, or come in and have a free car wash, or, you know, whatever. And the response that I got from the manager really stuck with me, and is something that I try to carry forward in my YouTube videos. And he said, you could have chosen any brand of car out there, Vauxhall, Ford, BMW, whatever, but he said you chose Volvo. He said, and I really appreciate the fact that you came here to spend your money here, even though there was thousands of other, you know, sort of options out there. You came here and spent your money here. I really appreciate that. Because I really appreciate that, I try to, you know, give you a few things that you know, you wouldn't otherwise get. And I kind of, it really stuck with me, and I really appreciated it. And you know, since then I haven't really moved away from Volvo cars. A, because they're really reliable, but B, because they, you know, I do get looked after, which is, you know, in this world is bloody usual, I'll tell you. And that's the reason why I say it at the end of my videos, is because I do genuinely, you know, appreciate the fact that, you know, of all the people out there, you've chosen to watch me for, you know, sort of half hour, 45 minutes, whatever the videos are. So yeah, I really do appreciate it, and I really do appreciate it. And I say it at the end of my video just because the people that really are watching, that really do stick with me, get the, you know, the sort of the thanks. It's not that I don't appreciate the people that start watching the video, but you know, I just say it at the end of the video because it just seems more natural to say it at the end. But anyway, I'm going to stop rabbiting on, and I am going to end it here. So thanks ever so much for watching. If you haven't done already, please don't forget to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. It really does help. It helps to show me that you do really like what I do, and you know, that I'm to continue doing it the way that I'm doing it. Yeah, so as I say, thanks ever so much, and I'll see you again in the next episode. Bye for now.